Hello, how is everyone? So, I will be doing a quick horoscope for the 15th and 16th of July. So, just a short forecast for this lunar eclipse and full moon that is happening in Capricorn. And so, just a brief description on this. A lot of us have a lot to release and let go, a lot to unpack in our lives. And if you want to know more about that, you can go back to the previous video that talks about this. Hi, Mercy Blade, how are you? Let me see if I can just show you this. So, starting off with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is really asking for us to look back, make sure that anything from the past that you are carrying with you is beneficial to you. So, a lot of us do have some things that we need to release. And again, with the Eight of Wands, there is this feeling of really making sure that you are paying attention to the details, paying attention to everything that you are holding on to, ruminating about any belief systems that you have. With this lunar eclipse, there is this powerful transformation happening. There is this gateway for us to release these things, whether it is belief systems, thoughts, feelings, anything that does not serve us needs to be removed. And it does feel like for some of you that you are sort of going on this journey alone. For some of you, there is this feeling of needing to detach or to be independent. And for some of you, you are literally in this place where you are not feeling the assistance of others around you. There is this feeling of going on this individual journey, going down this journey to gain the wisdom and knowledge that you need to release the things that no longer serve you. A lot of you are on a transformation right now. You are cleaning out things that no longer serve you and picking up fresh new starts. And I do feel like for some of you, this is surrounding business. For some of you, and take this as it relates to you, for some of you, you are looking to create your own businesses, or you are looking to pursue a job or career that is different, one that is unique, one that is true to who you are. And so there's this different energy of climbing to status or success that does not necessarily follow the norms of society or the old traditional ways of doing things. For a lot of you, you have your own paths, your own desires that you need to take on. And for a lot of you, this is individual work. You're doing this on your own, but you have the desire, the passion, the drive, the ambition to do this and create this. And so this is asking you to put in the work to manifest this, to make this happen. Now, for the rest of July, we are still in Mercury retrograde. So for a lot of you, you should really be focusing on letting go of old things that no longer serve you, old attachments, and planning out what your fresh new start's going to look like, planning out what direction you're moving in, navigating and figuring out, calculating how you want this new reality to unfold for you. So a lot of you, I see you climbing and reaching for the top, but in a different, unique way that is true to you. And here it is with the Ten of Pentacles. Here is that confirmation of that achievement, that success. And for some of you, this is you sitting back, seeing all of your accomplishments. For others of you, this is you planting the seeds that lead to this accomplishment. But for a lot of you, I will say that you need to focus on what you have already accomplished. That is where you are finding you're rich, you're amazing, you are capable of achieving anything that you want. You find that in being grateful for the things that you have already accomplished in your life. So for a lot of you, it is a matter of changing your mindset and realizing what you have already achieved and accomplished. But this is signifying an ending. This is signifying a new direction. This is signifying you accomplishing what you truly want to accomplish. So take this opportunity to make this happen in your life. Use this Mercury retrograde to plan and to figure out what it is that you need to accomplish this goal. And with the Six of Pentacles, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for who you are. For a lot of you, I see you doing work where you need to help or give back to others. There is this calling for peace, for equality. There needs to be an equal exchange. And so be cautious of anyone who is trying to take more from you than they should be. Make sure that there are boundaries and rules as far as what can be given and taken. This is really important for a lot of you that I see, especially for those of you who are achieving business goals, For a lot of you who are taking on new careers, for those of you who are starting up your own companies and working with others, be cautious of those around you, that they are not taking more than they should from you. And this is truly a gift that is being offered to you. Truly a gift. And for a lot of you, you're not even seeing this. You're not even seeing this miracle that is working behind the scenes. This is truly a gift that is being given to all of you. And if you feel like you are losing something, if you feel like you are in a place of emptiness, if you feel like nothing good is working for you, part of that is that you need to release that which no longer serves you. Part of that is that you are going through this healing process, this transformation process, where you need to release what no longer serves you. So, this, believe it or not, behind the scenes, is setting you up for this success, for this achievement. There are forces working behind the scenes to set you up for your personal success. All that you really need to do is to do your personal work and to trust in the process. And when I say your personal work, I'm talking about you clearing out these old attachments that we have that no longer serve any of us. It is time for you to let go and move forward, because there's a blessing that is waiting for you as you start to release and start to accept and trust in the process. And you will see things not going your way. You will see challenges. You will see blocks. But when you keep moving forward and trust that the universe is working in your favor, you will see this unfold. And with the Empress, we see this, that we need to love ourselves completely. We need to trust in our own inner strength and power. A lot of us are not seeing what we have already accomplished, who we already are, what we are already capable of. Instead, we're searching outside of ourselves. We're searching for something that is not even in alignment with ourselves. You want to make sure that the life that you are setting up for yourself is a mirror, a reflection of you. And so if you are looking for a happy life, be sure that you are truly happy on the inside. This is a message for everyone, that you must love yourself. And Neptune is in reverse because for a lot of us, it is time for us to deal with the reality. I know a lot of us have been in dream state. A lot of us have been focused on that dream, that fantasy, that goal that we have for ourselves. And this was to help you in leading up to this moment because now it is time for you to start planning, to start planting the seeds, to start doing the work, to start putting the effort in. A lot of you, whether you realize it or not, you have already manifested your dreams, your goals, your accomplishments by setting the intention, by visualizing the outcome, by setting the dream. But now it is time to do the actual work to make this happen. Because you can't just wave around a magic wand and expect for this outcome to occur. You've set the intention, now do something physical to make this happen. And this is confirmed with Saturn here. We need to be serious, realistic. We need to do the actual work. And for a lot of you, you want instant gratification. You want this to be easy. But unfortunately, there are lessons to be learned. There is work to be done. This is the reality. And I do feel like a lot of you are lacking the overall passion and drive that is needed to do this work. A lot of you don't want to check in with yourselves. A lot of times we spend a lot of time in the headspace, but we need to actually get down into our bodies, down into our feelings. What are we feeling? What are we passionate about? Are we truly driven and motivated to make this happen? And that is what Scorpio wants to bring to the table. And this is in reverse because, again, if you are living in your headspace and thriving on this instant gratification, you cannot achieve what has to be done. Scorpio is transformation. This is what you want, but you must face it for it to actually happen. Yes, Scorpio is dark. You have to face your inner darkness. You have to face your demons. You have to deal with these deep emotional issues that you try to hide from or you try to run from. Yes, you have to get in your body. You have to get in the feeling. You have to be driven and motivated. You have to be authentic with yourself. What do you truly desire? What do you truly feel? Scorpio is deep, and a lot of you want to just go into the shallow waters. A lot of you just want that instant gratification. You don't want to deal with anything that's deeper, that's more emotional, that is painful. A lot of you are holding on to pain for the sake of hiding from it or running from it. It's time to deal with this. It's time to deal with any unresolved issues. You must. Scorpio shows us that you have to go through darkness to find that light. There are things that a lot of you do not want to deal with that you must in order to get to the outcome that you are looking for. And Gemini is in reverse. And I'm going to grab another card to clarify, since this is in reverse. But for a lot of us, this is a time in our lives where a lot of us are in our headspace. Everything is superficial, it's instant gratification, it's what do we think. And so it creates this anxiety, this depression, this fear that causes us to run or hide. And this is really what Scorpio in reverse is telling us. We want this like this so that we can transform ourselves. To do that, we must deal with the things that we don't want to deal with. And a lot of people don't want to talk about these feelings, don't want to talk about this pain, don't want to talk about this attachment. You're not open to this. Look at the symbol of Gemini. This is a gateway, this is a doorway. When we communicate, when we speak on this, and a lot of us we live as if this duality of life is in separation, as if we should fear one side over the other. But again, you must face the darkness to get to the light. It's these challenging parts of ourselves that we don't want to face. And so that we can't get through this doorway, this gateway. Again, look at the symbol of Gemini. Through an open mind, through communication, through being neutral, a neutral observer. But we don't want to do that. We want to pick a side. One side is bad and one side is good. We should fear one side. But just remember this when you are going through your process of transformation and growth and achievement, that yes, there is going to be things that you don't want to deal with that you must. And Scorpio shows us that. Hi, Relly, how are you? That through this pain, this releasing, this darkness, that we actually rise to the phoenix. And air's in reverse. And again, this lack of wanting to express ourselves, this lack of wanting to communicate from a deep place, this lack of wanting to talk about these feelings, these problems, these attachments, these unresolved issues. And for some of you, the anxiety, the stress, the worry is through the roof. And you need fresh air. You need this. You need to breathe. You're living too much in your head. I'm doing great, Relly. Thanks for asking. You're living too much in your head, too much in the thought. I want you to try to go into your body, into the experience, into the feeling. What is actually there? What do you desire? What do you feel? This scorpionic place of what do you actually feel? And express it. Some of you need to meditate, or yoga, exercise, deep breathing, a walk, anything that gets you out of this place of anxiety, of stress, of worry. Anything that allows you to breathe and to feel. Get into your body, get into your heart space, get into your feelings. What do you feel? It's not what do you think, it's not up in your head space. Because you're avoiding what is going on truly deep within you. And again, it shows up. Cancer. in reverse. What do you feel? Because you know what? Cancer is ruled by the moon. What are your emotions? What are your insecurities? What are your fears? What makes you feel comfortable? What do you really feel? What do you need to get to that divine space, that comfortable space, that secure space? What do you need to get into your feelings? What do you need to trust in the process? To nurture and truly care and love yourself. There is a lack of connection with the heart space because we don't want to deal with our feelings. Everything is about what we're thinking. And we have all this anxiety. We're not breathing. We're not feeling. We're living in our headspace. So you have to ask yourself, what do you truly feel? And we end with fire. And this is because, again, a lot of you need to take some action on your dreams. I do see a lot of you seeking out answers, setting intentions, having dreams and visions and goals. And that's great. But what are you going to do? You set the intention, that's the first part. Okay, you set the intention, you saw it, you visualized it, but what are you doing? What are you going to do to make it happen? What's the action that's going to take place? Where's the passion, the drive behind it? What are you actually going to act on? What are you passionate about? And again, this is fire, but this goes back to what Scorpio was showing us before too, with this passion, this feeling, this drive within us. What are you going to do? What action are you going to take? Or is it just a thought, an intention, a dream? You must do something to make this happen. If you stay in your headspace, it stays a dream. It stays an intention. But you must do something to actually make it happen. So use the rest of July, use this Mercury in retrograde to think about and to plan out the action that you want to take. Think about the things that you need to release. Think about the things that you have to face. Think about what you truly feel and desire. Think about what you are passionate and driven about, what motivates you, what you are determined to make happen. And what are the steps that you're going to take to make that happen? Do the work. Trust in the process. Release. Plan out your steps. So that is all I have for you. That was for the horoscope for July 15th and 16th. So dealing with this lunar eclipse and full moon in Capricorn. I hope this was helpful to you. If so, feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. All right, Astro Kids, thanks again for joining me, and I hope everyone has a great day.